Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Chrissy, the Composed Planner, and I am trying to figure out if I want to get this planner. This is the Laurel Denise Scout planner. It used to be called the Portrait. I'm trying to decide if I want to get this as my main planner for next year. So I've currently been using it as a budget planner, and here's my layout for September. So I have all my bills up here. I start with my bank balances. I do my no spend category, habits, track my sinking funds. I have my full expenses, pay dates, wish list. I track all of my day-to-day spending on the weekly pages for the whole month. This page is goals for savings goals and stuff. And then this one is where I track my actual cash flow through my two main bank accounts that we use. It works really, really well. It's probably a little over the top, but I really wanted this planner and this was a great use for it. I've been contemplating if I want to do this as opposed to the Christie that I've been planning in so far this year, or like since July, and my standard, the Anne that I've been planning in since the beginning of the year. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. And so what I did was I went to December, because December also starts with the 1st on a Monday. And I took a lot of copies of things. And by a lot, I mean, I took a lot of copies. So here's what I've got. I've already cut the half sheets. I have 4 weeks of them for the month of September. And I have, this part of the layout. It's not even, that's not what the problem is. It's, I'm just trying to test things out, which is always a really good way to try to do things. So since all of the calendar days and dates are correct, except for the 31st, what I'm gonna do is just take my whiteout and whoa, it got all funkified. There it goes. White out the 12. I don't know. I probably don't have to do this. It just feels weird to leave it. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4 for January, the holidays, just so they're not distracting. And now I have a fairly blank slate. The next thing that I wanted to do was with these guys. I have a little bit of tape runner, and what I want to do is just pretend like it's the actual planner. So this would be like this. You'd flip to the 4th, but then on the 4th would be the back of this. So what I want to do is just put a little bit of sticky on. Doesn't have to be perfect because that's not what I'm doing. And then this will be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then this guy. This is the Dots adhesive by Tombow. It is not super strong, but again, that's not what I need. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That, and then put that together, and this will be 22, 23, 24, oopsies, 25, 26, 27, 28. So now what I want to do is, I just did that wrong, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. This is the 15th, 16, 17, 18. This is going to be the 8th, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so now I have this little mock-up planner. You know, it's how you would open it if it's the actual Scout. I hope I'm on screen. Okay. So there you go. That's was my plan, was to just kind of modify this. So what I was thinking about on this planner, and it's more with the monthlies, so I'm going to pop the weeklies off to the side right now. I was trying to think of what I could do to make this really work for me in my personal life. So I was going to just do things with highlighters, A, because, you know, super easy to do, B, I think it actually is a really, really good idea for what I kind of am thinking about. So these colors are the same colors that we have in our digital planner. This is my color, my husband is blue, my daughter is purple, and we're all together teal if we're all doing it. So I was thinking that if I did this, I would probably put some sort of like Labor Day sticker down here, like I have in my actual planners. I would have probably washi through here to do my trip that we're going on to the Oregon coast. And then I would come in with these guys and I would highlight, because this is a day off for everybody. And then it's a payday for me. And then this is a payday for me, and this is a payday for me. Technically, all of these are paydays for me too, so I could even do like that. So this is, you know, put a little $sign to indicate a payday. And since it is green, I know it's me. The whoopsies. Then I would come in with the blue and mark my husband's paydays if I felt like that was important. And then I could just like do most things with highlighters. Like Tuesday is no school for my daughter. And my husband has a gig on this night. So I'd put like there. So he would be busy at 6. Maybe I would do like a longer thing because this is more of a beginning thing. It would be ballet starts. You guys are going to know my schedule with how many monthlies I'm doing, aren't you? Then my daughter has something at 4:30. My husband has something at 5. That's his normal rehearsal. This is the gig. So 4:30, 5, and you know, kind of go through each of our schedules. So like my daughter has something at 4 every day on every week on Tuesdays, ballet. I used to have something at 5 sometimes on these days, but that's going to be changing. So I might move my work schedule availability. You know, that's more personally stuff, but usually I work at my part-time job on Mondays at 5, so that would be green. Then my husband has his rehearsals every Tuesday. This is like a New Orleans style jazz band that he's in. Then like when we got the rehearsal schedule for the symphony, which is on Mondays, I'd add his little blue mark there and the time it is. When we get I don't think he's going to be in the band that does it on Wednesdays, so I might move my work schedule to Wednesday. Anyway, that's going really far into it. And then when we get the schedule for the symphonic band that he's in, add those on Thursdays. And kind of just, whoa, my chair got caught in my desk. Kind of have like our repeating tasks up here, have like the football games that I want to pay attention to. Like we're at 105 at Seattle. This one is 10 at NOLA. I think this one's Arizona. And this is the Jags at home. I don't know the times yet of those. So add that stuff in. Add in, we have yellow as our main like things going on in our town color, and I don't really love any of my yellows. Like base highlighters, I have this brush highlighter, so I could like mark that here, that this is First Friday, and get all of that stuff added in. So that'd be like my month view. This would be like a normal to-do list this month. I could have my habits in here of the various things I want. This could be like a cleaning schedule, which is like Mondays I do this, Tuesdays I do that, Wednesdays I do that, Thursdays I do that, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. This one could be pulled over from like my budget planner, and this could be our sinking funds that I actually track. I don't know what these two would be yet. Haven't thought that far ahead. I could do something on, okay, so here's where the weeklies come in. This side would be also dot grid, and I could do like the dates down the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. And this be meals. Sorry about that. My daughter woke up and I had to get ready for bringing her to camp. So I had just been talking about how I was thinking of making this like our whole monthly dinners, which I think might work. Not really sure, but it's, you know, it's a good idea. And then I was thinking of making kind of this back sections my budget planner on what I currently do, which, as I showed you earlier, you have the budget, income, budgeted versus actual, and all the expenses and stuff, what my pay dates are, a wish list. On this side, I have my bank activity and stuff. So I was thinking, because I could consolidate the budget and actual to be kind of between two columns, and I could do the pay dates, the wish list, and the bank activity, or I could do the income budgeted versus actual and expenses and stuff, and then try to consolidate my two bank activity things into kind of like two columns as well. And then I don't know what this side would be, but that's an option. What that would mean is that I'm not tracking my spending by day, which, curse and a blessing, right? Because I was thinking for the weekly, there's a couple of things that I would want to do. I think like I would know that the 7th I'd probably do like my husband's color blue and do like an R for a rotation change or a triangle for the change icon. And then I would know what he was working because I would know what his rotation was. Maybe I would put it on like the first week of the rotation and to get used to it. And then I would know that he would be, I do know, for example, on the 7th, he's starting a Sunday to Wednesday rotation. So then I like to know the weather, the sunrise and sunset, the moonrise and moonset, my husband's schedule, and various things that my daughter is up to. So with some of this, I've moved my husband's schedule and my daughter's schedule into here. I know that all Wednesdays are going to be early release for her except for the 3rd. So then I could do like my weather icon up here, my temperature over here. I could do the sun, the moon as my little ideas to, to track. And then I could write my husband's hours. If he's 6 to 4, it means he's not brewing, or if he's 5 to 3, it means he's brewing. I could do that. And then that leads me all of this for to-do list, workout, water tracking, and I guess that's it, because I'd have a cleaning schedule in here. So let's say I did that, and let's say I do to-do on here, and I've got, my little things that I'm doing. I would definitely want to have like my workout tracking. So I'm kind of trying to start a new thing in September that I will do like a cardio, a walk at lunch, and then either weights or yoga. So I could do those things. I could have like my Apple Watch stats on this one. I think they would all fit in this line because, for example, I'd be like, okay, I got 7 hours and 10 minutes of sleep. I had, 800 calories, 50 minutes of working out, and 14 standing hours. Let's say I had 14,000 steps. I could probably fit my heart rate in right here, get my heart rate right there. So I'd fit it, which is good. And then I could have, my water tracker thingy here. So it gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to-do list lines, which is kind of 14 if I write small enough. So that's an idea. That's one of my ideas that I had for this. I just don't know if it'll work. So I have printed off a lot of these things, so I might just grab a new one of this guy and try this for the month of September, kind of staple it together or something, and just see if this planner works for life as well, which I think it will, because I really do think it will. However, the big reason why I was liking the Christie planner, for example, is I get to decorate it every week. I get to have a new theme every week, which makes me really happy. So I don't know, maybe I'll have 2 planners again next year, even though it's not really, necessary to have 2 planners. I don't know. So if you have any thoughts or ideas or feedback, or you're insane, how many pages of this did you print? Tell me about it. I would definitely utilize this. I don't know. It's worth a shot, if you ask me. So I might try to do that. I don't really want to buy an undated of this Scout planner. Right now, I don't need it for the next 4 months of the year because I have plenty of planners, but I also don't feel like spending $60 on a brand new planner just to get a new one in 4 months. $20 a month on a planner is a little bit more than I would like to do at this time. So yeah, I would appreciate any help you have to offer me. And I hope you like the look into the view of somebody who's insane about planners, because that's definitely me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and hearing me ramble for who knows how long. I will definitely keep you guys updated on kind of which way I'm going. The Laurel Denise release is October 1st. So I will have to make a decision before then, because I get the feeling that this planner might sell out. They're also having this in a mini come out this year. So I was thinking maybe the mini for budget might work. But again, I don't know. So I'm gonna have to wait until they have their preview, which should be on or around the 23rd or 24th. They'll start showing like everything that's gonna be coming out. So pretty soon, 4 weeks, I've got it, and I'll be able to survive. I promise myself I can do that. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy insanity. Have a great rest of your day, and I will chat at you later, and you'll see my hands next time. Bye.